Hey, it's me again, Star Thinker Randy Pischel on the Valentine Goose channel here at work. Um, I just wanted to put out a quick video. I did work tirelessly over the weekend. I spent like 6 hours making a video. There was a reason it took a long time. Um, and then when I got done, there was editing errors. I uploaded it, there was no sound. I checked my video on the computer and there was sound, so I uploaded it again. There was no sound. So I went through like some editing processes and I totally wiped the whole thing. So I'm like, screw this. But I do got to do it all over again. But what happened was I hit a personal milestone. The book, I made this book years and years ago, and I had personal milestones that when I hit them, I would um, I would put out a clue or a hint or something. Um, and so that was, and I don't want to just give it away. I don't want to just say, hey, here's the clue, but I wanted to to make it fun. So that's why the video took so long. But and there's another one. There was a hint I was going to give out, and there's a difference between a hint and a clue, and so it's like there was two things in there. So the hint, it's more of a it's not an errata, but I know people ask me questions. There was a recent question like, hey, do I have to pay a fee to get to any of these locations? And I said no. So that's kind of a hint, but it's not really a clue. It doesn't really help you find anything. But just to let you know, I am working on that. I went to my first Zoom meeting tonight. Just a second here. And I am at work and I got to get this done. So give me just a second to launch this program. So I don't know. For like the first part, I have like 20 devices hooked up to my computer. I have my headsets. I have a wireless headset. I have a wireless speaker. I have the camera, which has a speaker in it, and then my laptop itself has a built-in camera with a speaker and one microphone. The camera has a microphone, and it's just whenever I do a meeting, it's just a nightmare. You got to pick which camera because there's two cameras hooked up to it, and like I said, about 4 or 5 different microphones, and I couldn't get the microphone to work, so I think at first like not many people pay attention to the chat in the Zoom. I don't know if that's normal or not, but yeah, towards the very end, I finally figured out because my original camera broke, and I got a new camera. We have over 500 cameras, so I grabbed the new camera out of the box, and it's a different brand. And anyway, just a comedy of errors, but it was interesting. I mainly listened while I was here doing a lot of things here at work, and I they were talking about things I couldn't really put much input on. The new hunt, the Tumble Bee Hunt in, in Idaho, apparently. I do have a connection to Idaho, and it's a very private connection. When I call it my vision quest. I spent 30 days visiting every state west of the Mississippi, and I did some things in Idaho that was just fantastic, and because I had gone up to Saskatchewan and then down through the Dakotas, and then I kind of went through Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho was one of the places I wanted to do stuff in. And Craters of the Moon National Monument is just fantastic, and I explored a cave there with nothing but the little flashlight on my keychain. And I thought for sure this flashlight would die, and I'd be way in the back of this cave, and I'd have to feel my way out because it was just pitch black dark. But I really went a long way into this cave as far as you could go, and it was a weekday, so there's nobody there, and nobody else exploring the cave. It was just a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. And when you get into these caves, even though it was in the middle of summer, you get into these caves and they're full of ice and snow and stuff, and there's big cracks in the ground where you look down. And this was like my first foray, and if I had known then what I know now, I would have been looking more for I, because when I hike in the Rockies, every time there's a crack in the rock, I'm looking for crystals. Rhodochrosite, I've seen little blocks, little like tiny blocks, smaller than a dice, um, like going for $64,000, and so I'm always looking for rhodochrosite. But that's more of a Colorado thing. But walking through these caves, it was just fantastic. But anyway, I digress. I can't recall if I was up far enough north where this is apparently, and I don't think this, because I would say something in the chat, and like 10 minutes later, someone would make the same comment, and I'm like, I said that 10 minutes ago. So I think like the video for the Tumblebee is was compiled from several videos. I think he probably hikes a lot. He probably does a lot of the GoPros and making videos. So when he came up with this idea for the hunt, I'm sure he took elements of the hunt and then just like he went back through his videos and said, "Huh, I wonder what looked good here. What can I put in here to fill time or whatever." I do think the map is the area, but what I do think is if he's releasing this a little by little, there's going to be a lot of people like me who are like, "What's the point in doing it little by little?" And you're narrowing your area down. You might as well wait till it's done and get the final area and head out there. And you know, that's my thought process. I'm sure a lot of people have the same thought process, especially if he does this over the winter, so people aren't going out there anyway. But at the end, I picture like it's a mad world. There's just going to be this big group of people flocking to northern Idaho, and it's just like when I found the snail. I'm in the park, and I know there was other searchers in the park, but I just couldn't. I couldn't. Like I would try to talk to them, and they're like, "No, we're gonna." But like afterwards, when I'm in the forums and stuff, they're like, "Yeah, we were there, we saw you, blah blah blah," and that's how I picture it. There's just going to be a lot of people there, and they're all going to be like silent and not talking to each other. And no, we're just here hiking. Yeah, we're just here hiking with our shovels and our metal detectors. And I'm wondering because that box had designs on. I'm just wondering how, you know, I'm sure something that big will pop. I'm thinking about my metal detector. It's up like a middle of the line. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. And I just wonder if that big block he put in on top is something that would block a metal detector. But then I think there was like metal designs on the box. So anyway, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know where people come up with the idea for these things. I do think, yeah, I think he kind of put it way out there, so there is going to be hiking involved, and I don't see that weighing that much. Forest box apparently weighed 40 pounds or something like that. When I hike, I actually weighed my backpack once, and it weighed 40 pounds. And then when I got out to hike, I realized that I weighed my backpack before I put food and water in it. And I put almost a whole case of water in it. The whole case of water itself has got to add like 15, 20 pounds. And so I don't think that's going to be, if you got a good backpack, like, I think I got a good one. I wouldn't think nothing of adding 40, 50 pounds to it and walking out with it. But if it's deep enough, and I have health issues myself, and I don't know if I'm up for a big long hike, but I would for something like this. I did just walk around Denver, and it's mile high, and it wasn't too bad. But I think this is a nice wait and see one. And there are some other ones I'm working on. And I know like K-Pro and Cow was like, well, what are your thoughts on our hunts? And I don't know if you really want to know my thoughts on this. I don't know. Every hunt is so different. It's hard to say this is good or bad. It's just different. And there's so many hunts out there, and they're using so many different methods. And yeah, just they're different, and so you're expecting one thing and you get another thing, and it might rub you the wrong way. You might not like it, but is that good or bad? I mean, that how you feel about something is not whether something else is good or bad. So, um, yeah. Uh, anyway, I did want to say yes, I am working on a clue video. I don't want to just give it out. I don't want to blur it out. Like the hint, I can blurt out the hint, and the hint is, in fact, I'll tell you right now. Should I tell you right now, or should I wait? Uh, well, I know, like, I'll wait. I'll put that in the video. But yeah, the clue I think it'll work for it. I do have a setup at home, and I just took inspiration from all these video hunts. So I made a video clue, and I go through, and the one I did last night or over the weekend. I mean, um, I went through and I said, okay, this is the phrase I want to encode, and I didn't show you the phrase. And I was like, okay, these are the different methods I have to encode it. I got to show this in a picture that's able to be videoed and watched on the video. And I actually walked through the whole process, and then I showed the end of it. And I thought that was a cool way of doing it. It did end up being almost an hour long, but I just thought it was fun to do. And but I learned a few things, and I'll just have to try it again, I guess. I was thinking about doing it here at work because we have a conference room, and of course, our conference rooms haven't been used in 6 months. But we have a conference room with smart projectors, and the smart projectors have light pens that you can write on the wall, and it writes, and then you can swish it, and it moves to the next page, and you can write on the wall. Then you can swish back to refer to the first page, and it's like this magic projector, and it's really cool. And that was the big project I was working on when COVID hit. I mean, I was putting these in all the conference rooms because you could link them all, so you can have a conference in one room and project it into all the other rooms. We got all these projectors that interlink, and it was a big project, and now it's been mothballed, and along with some of our other projects. But we're gearing back up. I think they saw in the Zoom, I'm working on 4 computers while I'm sitting here. I got to transfer it's 3 terabytes of data. And I know right now there's a big thing going on where they have to transfer 3 terabytes of data from here in Mason City to Milan, Tennessee. And they're having issues because, like, you can't keep a connection up for that long. And so here I'm lucky, though. I just went upstairs and I pulled the hard drive, and I just got it transferring from hard drive to hard drive. Still going to take a while, though. Let's see how much time is left. I started it about an hour ago, and it has 17 hours to go. So, when you're dealing with terabytes of data, it's not simple transfers. You got to really kind of work at it. And I'm hoping nothing fails on this one because I just don't want to do it again. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. This is just a quick video. Say, yeah, apparently, and I don't remember. I don't remember if I said it in another video that I got a clue I need to put out. And when I was camping, I received a message, and I was like, that's familiar. And I thought about it, and I thought, that was one. That was one of my milestones way back years and years ago. Because I said, if I hit certain milestones, I'll put out clues. And the milestones are few and far between. And so this was like the first milestone. And I said, oh man, that means I got to put out a clue. And I already got the clue thought out. I just never knew. I guess it snuck up on me because I was thinking, well, how do I present this clue? But so it's coming out, and I think some of you will be surprised at it. And with the hint, I think some of you might not be surprised at the hint. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I got 2 more computers to finish. These laptops just finished. And then I got to box up 3 computers to ship. So got my night cut out for me. Look at this. See, I'm working on 2 laptops. And these two, they're off right now because I haven't been working on them. But then I got a shipment, and I got a shipment to go out, and I got computers to ship, and blah blah blah. Oh, it's going crazy. Ah. And then this is my setup. I got 3 screens. And you can see all the devices I got plugged into my computer. It's just crazy. Anyway, that's me at work. It's past midnight. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this. And we'll see you later.